the next 12 weeks, I'll be taking paternity leave to care for my 3-month-old daughter. And I'll be documenting every step of the way in this series I'm calling Dad on Deck. Now, why am I doing this? Well, I have a family channel called Last of the Family Dynasty, where I film all these adventures that me and my family go on. So I thought it'd be cool to add a series called Dad on Deck to film my time spending with my daughter, bonding time, and share my experience through this process. Why? Because apparently I thought this was normal, but apparently it's not based on responses I'm getting from mothers and fathers. I have decided to make a series of videos sharing my experiences and thoughts on the matter of why it's crucial for fathers to take advantage of paternity leave now afforded to them, if afforded to them, and how great this process can be building foundations and bonding with your kids. Honestly, I don't understand why more fathers wouldn't take advantage of this time. If you like this dad gang gear, I can get you 15% off. Click on the link in my bio and you'll see my discount code. Use that discount code to get you 15% off. Now back to the video. Almost every mother and father that I talk to about this treating me like I'm some mythical creature, which I think I'm just being the best parent I can possibly be. My wife took her 12 weeks. So if I'm given the opportunity to take my 12 weeks, I am too. I think it's essential for my daughter to have bonding time with her mother and her father. Why? Because at the end of the day, we're both parents. So this is not about gender equality as far as paid parental leave. Um, I think this is more about fathers having an opportunity to say, hey, I'm a parent too, and I want to fully bond with my kid as well. And I think at this stage in their lives is very important, and it's a great opportunity to do so because it set the foundation for years to come. And I know this firsthand because this is not my first daughter. I have a 7-year-old daughter who I wasn't able to take parental leave. I wasn't able to take paternity leave, but I spent a great deal of time with her in her early stages of life. And I've actually documented that as well, but I never put it in this format. But I have videos and pictures and things of her fully developing throughout her years, almost to the point I got a video of her beginning to walk. The early stages when she's pulling up her things and crawling and pretending like she want to walk and actually walking. So I have all those experiences, and I tell you, they're priceless. So I've done this before, but just not in this format. But this time, like I said, I thought this was normal for dads to want to bond with their kid and take advantage of this opportunity when it was given to them. Apparently, it's not as normal as I thought. I was actually speaking to a man who is a father. His kid is grown now, probably about 5 or 6 years younger than I am. And he kind of has an old school ideology of the whole situation. And so that's where his thoughts came from. He didn't see why a father or a man would need to take that much time off. And I responded with, well, I think the mom and dad should do what's best for their family and what they think needs to be done. And I stand on that. And I don't waver at all. And I have some strong opinions on these gender roles and all these things, which I'm going to unfold in this video actually. I actually think we allow stereotypes to steer our lives more than they actually should. If you like this dad gang gear, I can get you 15% off. Click on the link in my bio and you'll see my discount code. Use that discount code to get you 15% off. Now back to the video. I also believe a lot of fathers fear what other fathers or other men would think of them if they step outside of those stereotypical roles and step into the unknown, such as a nurturing role. I'm comfortable in that. I'm comfortable in my main here. I'm comfortable as a father because that's my main goal. I have kids. My main goal is to be the greatest father possible and to be a supporter to my wife and not put all the pressures and everything on her. But that's actually normal for me because outside of being a father, I've walked the outside boundaries of this safe sanctuary throughout my whole life. while a lot of others walk within that boundary in that safe space. That's never been a big deal to me because I am a person that's going to do what I want to do. I'm going to take advice, but I'm going to do what I think is best for me and my family, as I've done since my daughter was here, since my daughter arrived here 7 years ago, and I'm going to continue to do that. So outside noise and opinions really it doesn't phase me at all. So that's why I'm very comfortable in decisions I've made to to build this foundation for my family, and I know it's going to help in their lives in the future. They're going to remember these times that I'm trying to I'm putting the effort into them to be with them and learn them and learn the nuances of what they do and how they do them and why they do them. I think it will be appreciated going forward in life. I still am heavily involved in my daughter's life. I take her to practice and all those type of things. I sit down and I talk to her and ask her questions and try to get to the bottom of situations when she's quite not quite doing things the right way. And I think all that is part of the foundation building process. So I go on field trips with her and all those things. So that it started when she was a baby and I was home with her a lot. So again, people are so stuck on these traditional ways of doing things, but those traditional ways doesn't work in this era of time quite as efficiently. Now, if they did, we would still be doing them, but I don't think this day and age actually allows for a lot of those things, right? Stay at home moms are few and far in between. Like their father will really have to be making a ton of money at this day and time. Both parents are working 40 hours a week. So parenting really has to be 50-50, or one parent is going to be more stressed out than the other. And that's going to destroy your relationship and destroy your marriage. And I feel strongly on that. So 50-50 parenting is a must. My reasons for being home and taking this leave and being with my 7-year-old daughter at the beginning stages of her life, as much as I was, runs a lot deeper for me in particular. They may not be for everybody else. So my mom was 16 years old when I was born. My father was 17 years old. My dad was out doing things, some rough things out there in the world, and some things that you eventually have to pay for. Unfortunately for me, that means I was going to lose my dad for the foundational stages of my life. Those bonding stages, which challenged me mentally. Um, I was full of anger at one point in my life. I didn't know who I was at one point in my life and had experiencing all these types of anxieties just because I wasn't sure of myself. And I think just not having that foundation in my life played a part in that, which results in I never got to build a foundational bond with my father. So that's why I feel so strongly about this. And going into another reason why is becoming a dad myself was not a smooth road whatsoever. My wife and I experienced some hardships on the way to building our family. There were some miscarriages and ectopic pregnancy and emergency surgeries and all that type of stuff. So it's a lot that went into just building a family for ourselves. So my wife and I, we have a different way of approaching our family and caring for our family. And we really feel strongly on that because of what we've been through. Right. So not too long, a few years ago, we lost our son at birth. That was a tough time for us both, and I think that even made even more important to cherish the kids that we do have and to be there for them and to just spend as much time as possible with them. And we have like this bond and connection to our kids, and a stronger connection probably than a normal parent would because of all these things we've experienced. All right, so I watched my wife deliver 3 kids, 2 positive outcomes, one negative outcome, which we still deal with that a little. Um, it's just not something that you can kind of dismiss. I always say yes. I had 3 kids because I physically held my son. Um, yeah, we do have 2 beautiful girls. Like I said, a lot of this plays into why I'm doing this and why I'm sharing all this information. And in regular conversation when people ask about it. I'm not going to say all this in a normal conversation. So, okay, so I'm going to make this video and just put all that stuff out there. So why would I help my wife so much, right? Is that what typical men do? Based on what a lot of mothers say, no. That's not coming from me. That's mothers saying no to men don't typically help as much with the kid like that, especially the nurturing part, which I don't know why. Because I think there's a different way of nurturing from a mom, a father, and a mother. And I think a kid needs both of those things so they'll know the affections from a man and a woman. So whoever they encounter when they get older and develop a relationship with, they'll know how to deal with that. If you like this dad gang gear, I can get you 15% off. Click on the link in my bio and you'll see my discount code. Use that discount code to get you 15% off. Now back to the video. 1 in 5 women died during pregnancy. This is in 2022. And also in 2022, about 1 in 8 women died on the day of delivery. So when I say that and I'm in conversation, I bring up that type of information with fathers that's saying, I don't like getting up in the middle of the night. So I let the mom do that. That's the mom job. Well, she did the hard part. She delivered your kid, y'all's kid. And those numbers I read, every time a woman delivers a kid, those are the risks. She can fall within those numbers. I know it's a morbid way of looking at it, but it's just the honest truth. And again, maybe I feel so strong about it because I've been in these situations where things could have went either way for my wife. And so I hesitate in giving information like this because I know I'm gonna feel so strong about it and everyone hasn't experienced what I have. So they're gonna be like, you're doing too much, or you're thinking you're going too deep about this, but it's just the honest truth. It's what's possible. So me waking up at night to change a diaper, me waking up at night to feed my daughter. Like I said, I did this with both of my kids. So this didn't just start. I was doing this 7 years ago with my first daughter. So this didn't just start. I've been doing this throughout since I had a kid. I contribute as much as possible to support my wife. You have a father, you have a mother, but you move both of those titles out of the way, and you both fall under one umbrella: parents. And parents have what? A job to do to care for that kid. Right? It doesn't say mom should do this and dad should do that. Parent should do this. Right? So it's all about teamwork and supporting each other. Now, my wife and I have been together for a very long time. We're together since we were teenagers. We're together through high school and college. We got married at 24 and 22. I'm 35. She's 33 right now, right? So with that, we've built the foundation, and we're just bringing kids under that foundation, right? So we've already got a foundation. We've already got a connection. So again, for us, it wasn't difficult. We just wanted to bring kids into that, under that foundation, under that umbrella. We already built this safe haven. We already built these foundation steps within our marriage and our relationship. So bringing kids in, it wasn't hard at all. It was just a process of getting to that point. So all of these things I've discussed in this video contributes to why it's important for me to take time for my kids. Why I jumped at the opportunity when I found out, oh, if I've been at this job for a year, I can take this leave, this parental leave, this paternity leave. I could be with my daughter for what, 12 weeks? Initially, I was say, oh, I might take 4, I might take 6 weeks. But why, I asked myself, why would I do that? Because I was thinking about being away from my job. And then I said, Carlos, are you a fool? What is your goal here? What did you want? What do you want to do? Take care of your family, right? Okay, what's more important, your family or the job? Because if I get paid paternity leave, that's something the job is affording me. So I'm not going to lose my job for taking it. So why would I take less weeks? Why not I take the whole thing? That doesn't make any sense, right? I feel like I'm cheating my daughter if I do that. If I cheat the time to spend with her because I feel like I need to get back to a job. No, I set things out. I have an assistant that helps me. And I said, well, while I'm away from my job, if I need to, I can assist him. while I'm away from the job. And I laid some things out before I left, so those things are taken care of at work, and I'm gonna take care of things here at home. So if you can do that, I don't understand why you wouldn't, as a father, take the time that's afforded to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe in natural roles from mom and dad, but caring for your kids isn't dependent on neither one of those roles. That's the parent's job. You're both parents, and you've both been given the task, and you both wanted this kid, so you both have the same responsibilities. So if mom can't get home to cook, what you gonna do? You and your kids gonna sit there and starve as a dad? No, you're gonna figure out how to feed them kids. Same thing, same way mom would, right? If you're a mom and dad's away on a business trip or something on vacation, and your kids need to be disciplined, you gonna wait for dad to come back and discipline those kids? No, mom, you gotta discipline those kids, right? So either way, you can find yourself playing multiple roles. That's why you shouldn't look at it as, oh, that's the woman's job, or that's the man's job. Nah, that's the parent's job. And that's how it should be looked at, in my opinion. These are my opinions. This is my platform. So these are my opinions, and these are my thoughts and my experiences. Like I said, I'm going to share in a series of videos called Dad on Deck. If you're interested in following this journey along over these next 11 to 12 weeks, um, as I drop a series of videos of my thoughts and my experiences that I share with my daughter, the ups, the downs, the times I'm tired because she want to sleep and all that type of stuff, what I do to kind of soothe her, what I found out about her. So this is probably going to be learning my daughter, and I'm going to be sharing those experiences as a father. So please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the Lasseter Family Dynasty, click the notification bell. That will let you know when I release a video. If you like this dad gang gear, I can get you 15% off. Click on the link in my bio and you'll see my discount code. Use that discount code to get you 15% off. Now back to the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, if you're interested, I will be on YouTube, Lasseter Family Dynasty, with this series called Dad on Deck. If you're on any other platform, watching this on any other platform, I will release these videos on those platforms, and include a link in the description or the bio for you to go check out these videos. Thanks again for listening to me. Peace out. Enjoy your day. Fathers, stay strong. You great too. Peace.